So I was helping a buddy, showing him how to use his camera, and I have the photos now, and I am now going to put those together in Lightroom and kind of show you my whole process and how I do it. So I went out shooting with a buddy today, and he kind of just wanted some basic pointers on like how to use his camera and stuff like that, and showed him a couple things. I added a few photos that will kind of help him with kind of stuff like that, but I thought it'd be kind of cool just to show my process and how I do things in Lightroom and quick edits and whatnot. So I made a bunch of these guys where they're like photos that we shot on set, and then I just threw these in Photoshop and put a couple things that like what the camera's at, why that's good or why that's bad, but just kind of a few of those to kind of help out. I'll link these below, so if you want to check them out, awesome. I shoot on this guy, the Sony a7S II. I just got him a few months ago, and I absolutely think it's just the greatest thing ever. I use a Metabones adapter, and I mostly shoot on a Canon 51.4 and then a Canon 17-40. Those two are just my everything. I'll have to do another video as to why I know now to get Sony lens, or to get Sony glass. It's a little hard to really kind of say bye to autofocus when you use the Metabones adapter, but anyways, so let's jump right into this here. So I shot the photos on S-Log2. I wanted to have that standard picture profile because I've actually never shot on that. I completely forgot that camera had that feature until the other day, and I'm like, my gosh, I could be shooting so much better. My footage is pretty good, but I guess it could have been just a ton better. But these are the photos. Let's jump right into these guys here. Right away, like this was one of the beginning photos that obviously we used here in the set. I knew that I did not have my white balance set right away, and even in like the training guide little photos that I made, I kind of point that out. So like my white balance, I think was set at like a light bulb setting, and switching it over to cloudy, I mean, it literally makes like such a big difference. And that's kind of something I was showing him in this, but hopefully these are helpful. I mean, if I'm totally wrong on something, call me out. There's tons I absolutely don't know anything about. So yes, I'm drinking coffee at 10 o'clock at night. No judgment. But anyway, I mean, right away, I always like to just like jump into just throw in the auto settings and see what it does. So I mean, that brightens it up a ton. Let's see what it does when I throw auto into white balance. I mean, immediately that photo is dramatically better. Okay, Google Photos, you're getting shut down. Man, I get notifications from you too much. So yeah, I mean, that looks incredibly better. We can throw it into cloudy, it's still a little blue. I mean, yeah, I think it looks awesome. Most of my color profiles that I really like to do, I'm a junkie for really good sharpness. That's a little crazy. I might just do like 50. I think that looks awesome. Yeah, little stuff like that. I know everyone does this, and I've yet to see a video where anyone's like honest enough to like admit it. But between two of my favorite photographers ever, I just use some of their presets and then like have like a starting point, and then I just kind of go from there. If anything, I find that they're like super good inspiration. About as simple as that. BLEEBLUs, I think, are really good when you have like a ton of light. This one's pretty cool. He's so heavy on the noise though, and that's kind of like the only thing that drives me a little crazy. I'm just not a huge noise fan. Some of them are pretty sweet, like that's pretty great. I love that. Hands down though, Peter McKinnon makes the best stuff out there. Between him and Maddie, I think they're some of the best. So yeah, I mean, that one's a little crazy. If I had like a go-to one, I mean, that's pretty awesome. I love how that looked. I want all these to look like that. Damn, that's really cool actually. For reals though, like shooting in S-Log, there is a ton of information. It is actually pretty different. We're totally gonna go with that guy. Okay, starting off, I can see that there's Like, it's not obviously perfect, but it's a damn good starting point. And kind of what I would do is here, I just really like to kind of play with like a lot of the cool settings. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty orange heavy. I could come down and just yank that guy. Oh, I think that looks a ton better. I mean, we'll pull down the reds just a bit. Maybe kind of up the greens, kind of balance that off. You can tell where I live here in Utah, it's a bit cold. Oh, that looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna humor this. We're gonna throw some green on. I hate it. Man, I try so hard to get really green heavy, and it's just kind of a style it's not a big fan of. Yeah, another weird thing, when you use the Metabones adapter, it doesn't obviously have any idea what the information is on the lenses, so you kind of have to go in through each time and fix it. It's a little annoying. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And I mean, this just has such a great depth to it. And this is the first picture. I always like just to see what stuff would do because I forget a tons of little things. So, I mean, if I crank it down, yeah, you know, I feel like that looks pretty good. I'm honestly not a huge pro at using the curves. I've recently kind of messed with it, and if you have any points, throw them down. Let me know. Just like anything in any Adobe products, like it's scary at first. Once you get it, it's like, oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, no, I think this picture looks awesome. I love the detail in the jacket. A lot more of it was in focus than I thought. That's awesome. Of course, I can go in and touch up like any little blemishes or anything else like that. Luckily, my buddy's kind of good looking. If someone knows this trick, show me. But in the old Lightroom, you can highlight one, highlight them all, and hit sync. Now, I have to basically kind of do this thing, and then I copy it, and then I paste it. Let's just do a little, oh, that looks great. So much better. I don't have the greatest computer. I love my computer. Could be better. My iMac is actually over at my buddy's right now. I'm on my 13-inch Retina, which I love this thing, but I can hear this fan kicking on right now because I know it's working a little hard. I mean, this is normally how I edit most photos. I'll kind of come through, I'll kind of batch them, look at all the colors. We literally just went out because he's got a Nikon and he doesn't really know how to use it too well, like a super pro anyway. And so I was just showing him like some basic things. I love how that looks. What f-stops mean, what is ISO, little stuff like that. And just kind of put together like a little training guide for him. I want to get to the very end because I think that was my favorite photo. Yeah, that one came out really, really good. Yeah, look at that. That looks awesome. I am by far no nature pro by any means. That was a perfect example of small f-stops. I think that was a shot at a 2, and it's too hard to get it in focus. Like back here, I ended up getting in focus. Yeah, that's a good one. Love it. Yes, I wanted to show him what it's like to shoot at the highest f-stop with like an insane speed. Let's just see if I can bring this to life. No. I'm gonna come back to this one in a minute. Yeah, just showing a couple things. Of course, these mistakes were made on purpose. Shooting an f22, kind of slow, still came out awesome. Look at that guy. And then this one, of course, at the famous 2. I love to shoot it too. It's just kind of what I love. Yes, that looks so good. Ooh. Let's see if I can bring this guy to life. I don't really think there's much information in the picture. Oh, there's a lot more than I thought. Let's see the best that I can get out of this. It's like just destroyed because, I mean, there's no information in it at all. I mean, it just ends up being a, oh, it's so gross. Yeah, that's what happens when you make that mistake. Destroyed picture. Yep, so that's pictures basically destroyed. I love how this photo came out. I'm a really big fan of getting just a super shallow depth of field. I really like highlighting one thing in focus. I still love, obviously, pictures like this guy, which is great. Everything is in focus. It looks awesome. At least a lot of it is in focus. This is kind of showing off when you shoot way too fast, subject's not still, obviously gonna get some blur. I don't know why this guy went green, but that's cool. I mean, these first 3 came out pretty awesome. Just some super basic shots. I love how that looks. Normally, I do a lot of portrait photography. I think it's the most fun. I just find out there's like so much life in people and whatnot, rather than just trees, and I don't know. I'm not hating on nature photography. I love it. I'm no pro at it. That's kind of a little tutorial. So that's kind of how I do it. Super, super simple. If you got any feedback, if you've got any pointers or anything like that, or some secrets or some stuff that I'm just not seeing, oh, let me know. Always, always, always down to learn more stuff. Yeah, love it. If you want to see something else, or if you did learn something, great, leave it in the comments. Subscribe to my channel. It's a pretty new channel. I'm going to try to have at least a couple videos out each week. I just got done moving, and that was insane, so I was off from a few videos there for a while. But yeah, let me know what you think. All right, peace.